Allow this warm story to wrap you in comfort tonight. Orchid and Yarrow, a tale of forgiveness. This story is about a girl named Orchid and a bear named Yarrow who form a deep friendship built on trust and forgiveness. Orchid lived in a small cottage at the edge of the Whispering Woods. She was a kind-hearted girl who loved to take care of the animals in the forest. One crisp autumn morning, she decided to gather berries for a special pie. She ventured deep into the woods and sang her favorite tunes, making the trees sway gently. Yarrow, a large brown bear, watched her from a distance. Yarrow had always been wary of humans, but there was something about Orchid that seemed different. Orchid plucked the reddest, juiciest berries she could find, and soon, her basket was overflowing. Suddenly she heard a rustling behind her, and turned to see Yarrow standing there. Orchid's eyes widened, but she managed a small, brave smile. Yarrow grunted softly and moved closer. "Hello there, bear," Orchid whispered. "I've got Orchid. You don't need to be afraid," Yarrow, though still cautious, sat down a few feet away from her. Orchid continued picking berries, glancing at Yarrow occasionally. She then offered him the handful. Yarrow sniffed hesitantly before accepting the berries. They tasted sweeter than anything he had ever eaten. For days, Orchid and Yarrow met at the same spot, growing more comfortable with each other. One day, Orchid found Yarrow limping and saw that his paw was caught in a trap. Determined to help, she gently freed his paw, caring for his wound with herbal remedies she had learned from her grandmother. Yarrow was grateful but also ashamed. He had grown fond of Orchid, but remembered how he had scared away her friends once. Orchid sensed his shame and spoke softly. "But Yarrow, everyone makes mistakes. It's our choice to make amends that matters," though Yarrow nodded, understanding that Orchid had forgiven him. Their bond deepened, and Yarrow began to help Orchid with chores around her cottage. As winter approached, Orchid noticed Yarrow becoming restless. She knew it was time for him to hibernate. "You need to rest now, my friend Yarrow," she said softly, hugging his large, free frame. Yarrow grumbled his farewell and made his way back into the woods. Spring arrived, and Orchid eagerly awaited Yarrow's return. One sunny day, he came lumbering back, healthier and stronger. Orchid ran to greet him with open arms. The forest seemed to welcome their reunion, and they spent the day playing and laughing. Their friendship grew stronger with each passing season. Orchid and Yarrow learned that true friendship is built on trust and forgiveness, and they cherish each other more than words could express. Wherefore is another tale to carry you further into rest. Buttercup and Violet, a tale of fairness. This story is about Buttercup and Violet, who learn the true meaning of fairness through understanding, sharing, and forgiveness. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills, lived a kind-hearted young girl named Buttercup. She was known for her gentle spirit and fair mind. Hereby, under the roots of an ancient oak tree, lived a family of mice, and among them was Violet, a clever and resourceful little mouse. Buttercup and Violet were the best of friends, spending countless hours exploring the meadows and forests. One sunny afternoon, Buttercup and Violet stumbled upon a shiny, ornate teacup glistening under a ray of sunlight. "It's beautiful," said Buttercup, her eyes sparkling with delight. Violet agreed. "It is, but we need to decide how to share it fairly." Buttercup pondered for a moment, then suggested, "How about we take turns using it? I can have it for 1 week, and then you can have it for a week." Violet nodded. "That sounds fair," and so they did. Each week they would exchange, the teacup filled with little notes of appreciation and friendship. One week, however, Buttercup accidentally broke the teacup. She was devastated and rushed to Violet's home to apologize. "I'm so sorry, Violet. I've broken our teacup," Buttercup confessed, tears streaming down her face. Violet hugged Buttercup, comforting her. "It's okay, Buttercup. Accidents happen," Buttercup sniffled, "but it's not fair that I broke it." Violet smiled warmly. Fairness isn't about things always being perfect. It's about understanding and forgiving each other. Together, they decided to mend the teacup. Buttercup gathered the pieces and Violet skillfully glued them back together. The teacup now bore delicate, golden cracks, a testament to their friendship and fairness. From that day on, the teacup was even more special to them. Buttercup and Violet continued to share the teacup, and with each exchange, their bond grew stronger, always reminding them of the fairness, understanding, and forgiveness that upheld their friendship. Let's drift softly into the next tale. Fox and Peony's Winter Warmth. And this story is about Flux, a kind human, and Peony, a graceful elf, who find warmth in companionship while searching for a magical flower. Once upon a winter night, in a quaint village nestled between snow-capped mountains, a human named Flux prepared for bed. Flux, with his kind heart and cheerful disposition, was loved by everyone in the village. As the fire in his hearth crackled, he heard a delicate knock at his door. Flux opened the door to find Peony, a gentle and graceful elf, shivering in the cold. "Please, come in and warm yourself by the fire," Flux said, his voice filled with warmth. Penny, with her emerald green eyes and hair like spun silver, gratefully accepted the invitation. Sitting by the fire, Peony explained that she had been on a journey to find a rare, winter-blooming flower that could heal any ailment. "But I lost my way in the storm," she confessed. Flux offered for her a cup of hot tea and reassured her that she could stay as long as she needed. They spent the evening sharing stories of their adventures, laughter filling Fluxy's cottage. Flux spoke of his days working in the village, while Peony recounted her travels through enchanted forests and magical realms. As they talked, Flux noticed Peony's eyes light up with each tale, and he realized how much they had in common. The night grew old, and the fire began to wane, but neither wanted the night to end. "You must rest," Flux insisted, noticing Peony's exhaustion. He offered her his bed, but she refused politely, choosing to sleep on a soft couch by the fire. In the morning, the sun cast a golden glow over the snow, and Flux prepared a hearty breakfast for them both. Peony felt rejuvenated, her cheeks flushed with warmth as she thanked him for his kindness. They ventured into the village, where Flux introduced Peony to the townsfolk. The villagers, charmed by her tales and grace, welcomed her with open hearts. Together, Flux and Peony decided to search for the elusive winter flower. They trekked through the snow, their friendship growing stronger with every step. For their journey, they discovered the true warmth of companionship, melting the winter chill around them. At last they found the flower, its petals shimmering softly amid the snow. Peony's joy was boundless as she gently pecked it. They returned to the village as heroes, the flower saving many whom illness had touched. Flux and Peony remained the best of friends, their hearts forever warmed by the bond they had forged. Here's the new story to bring you closer to peace. Iris and Catalogue in the Singing Meadow. This story is about Iris, who nurtures a fading Cattleya orchid in the magical Singing Meadow, leading to the revival of the meadow's harmony and learning the power of care and kindness. In a land where the sun always smiled, and the breeze softly whispered secrets, there lived a young girl named Iris. Iris lives at the edge of a vast meadow known to everyone as the Singing Meadow. This wasn't an ordinary meadow. It was brimming with flowers of every color that sang in unison when the wind passed through. Each evening, Iris would take her little basket and head out into the Singing Meadow to gather flowers. Her favorite spot was near a patch of rare cattleya orchids that grew only in a tiny secluded alcove surrounded by tall grasses. The cattleyas had vibrant petals that gleamed under the sun, and their song was said to be the sweetest of all the flowers in the meadow. One evening, as Iris approached the alcove, she noticed something peculiar. One of the cattleyas was drooping, its petals losing their luster. Concerned, Iris knelt beside the delicate flower and gently touched its stem. She whispered words of encouragement, hoping perhaps her voice could help. Not knowing what else to do, Iris took some water from her little canteen and carefully put it round the roots of the cattleya. Days passed, and Iris continued to visit the drooping cattleya daily, nurturing it with water and softly singing to it. Slowly but surely, she noticed the flower beginning to regain its strength. Its petals started to shine again, and its song grew stronger. Seeing the cattleya thrive once more filled Iris's heart with joy. She realized that by dedicating her time and love to the flower, she had not only revived it, but also forged a special bond with it. The cattleya began to recognize her voice, and its song seemed to be a melodic tribute to the care she had shown. One day, as Iris was sitting beside the cattleya, she felt the earth beneath her form a gentle vibration. To her astonishment, a tiny door appeared at the base of the flower's stem. Curiosity piqued, she watched as the door slowly opened to reveal a small, glowing fairy with wings as delicate as the petals of the flower. The fairy introduced herself as Laura, the guardian of the Singing Meadow. She thanked Iris for her kindness and explained that her care had saved not just the cattleya but the magic of the meadow itself. She revealed that the meadow's song was powered by the collective happiness of its flowers, and Iris's nurturing had rekindled a fading harmony. Over the course of the following weeks, Lahara taught Iris more about the secrets of the Singing Meadow. And she learned how to listen to the whispers of the wind and understand the songs of the flowers. With each lesson, Iris felt more connected to the meadow and its magical inhabitants. Iris's dedication also inspired the other villagers. Seeing her devotion, they too began to take special care of their gardens and the surrounding nature. The meadow flourished like never before, its songs filling the hearts of the villagers with a profound sense of peace and joy. At the center of this rejuvenation stood Iris, whose nurturing spirit had healed not just a single flower, but the entire Singing Meadow. Her journey taught her that love and care have the power to restore even the most fragile things, and sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can lead to the most extraordinary changes. Good night. May your dreams be filled with kindness.